The divorce rate is going up. That's bad, right? Often, yes, but maybe not right now. A rising divorce rate could mean the economy is finally rebounding. Licensed professional counselor and divorce specialist, Brenda Roberts. Thanks for joining us, Brenda.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Many couples are keeping their marriages together strictly for financial reasons. What are we seeing some of them do now?
Now, finally, they're starting to say, let's get divorced and quit living in this house while we hate each other. They're actually now starting to file for divorce. The attorneys are getting much busier that work with families who are divorcing.
Still, as somebody who deals with a lot of divorced couples or those in the process, you would never celebrate a higher divorce rate, right? But it is telling us something about, people that are staying together for wrong reasons, finally able to break away and stay financially stable.
That's right. That song Freedom comes to mind, Folks finally get a chance to break away from a very stressful situation that they've had to tolerate for 2 or 3, 4 years while the economy's recovering.
Divorce is not a leading indicator, but could it possibly be a lagging indicator of the economy improving?
Yes. Matter of fact, you're seeing the divorce rate increasing in the higher income families right now. The lower wage income families who are still struggling to recover from the economy, those rates are still lagging.
If somebody is staying in a marriage for strictly financial reasons, what is your advice to that person? Because as you say, not all of us can get out financially.
Well, the biggest thing is to set some guidelines for how you're going to share the house. I've worked with couples who have been in this situation, and they've done everything they needed to do except sign the divorce papers. So we had to work on cohabitation agreements. When you're going to occupy the house, when you're going to occupy the kitchen, when you're going to spend time with the kids. It's important to have those guidelines lined out so that it doesn't make it much more stressful than it already is being in the house together.
And that can get kind of complicated, can't it? I mean, one partner may not feel comfortable letting their mail even be delivered to the house. You hear about a lot of separated couples or couples that would like to divorce still living together, one of them having a P.O. box.
Absolutely. What happens is people start to get very territorial over who has the keys to the house and who's coming and going. And, unfortunately, neighbors get involved and friends as far as keeping an eye on who's coming and going when it's not their time in the house. So there tend to be a lot of arguments over little things. So the best thing to do is keep communicating, set those boundaries. If you do need to get P.O. boxes so that the level of trust stays higher, do it.
Brenda, I'm always looking for at least a little bit of a silver lining, and, sometimes there isn't one. But I wonder if couples that thought about splitting up in 2008 or 2009 were forced to, because of finances, stay together and somehow found the love again.
That is a great silver lining to see, and it has happened. They actually had to communicate. They had to sit down with someone and talk about some issues that they hadn't talked about before and how they were going to navigate them. And for the first time, some couples were talking that hadn't been talking. So it actually opened lines of communication and gave them a chance to kind of clear the air a little bit.
That is licensed professional counselor and divorce specialist Brenda Roberts.